Musical artist AFANYU begins Homeland tour in Bamenda, Northwest region. A fire broke out in a house in NTAMULUNG where properties were lost. These and more in this newscast. It is 7 p.m. in Balinyonga and it's 7 p.m. in the Abakwa TV studios. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and thank you for joining us on another edition of the Primetime Newscast on Abakwa Television. For presentation, I am Gashi Sharon. Let's begin the news in the Northwest region, where a wave of rhythm, tradition, and modern sound swept through the Franco Alliance Hall on Sunday as contemporary artist AFANYU thrilled music lovers during a live concert held as part of his ongoing Homeland tour. Schneider Williams was present and compiled this for the reports.
The concert, which attracted a large and diverse audience, forms part of AFANYU's vision to promote African culture while urbanizing homeland music, blending traditional African rhythms with contemporary sounds to appeal to younger generations. The event opened with a captivating display of traditional cultural games from the Northwest region, setting an atmosphere of nostalgia and renewed hope for African culture, reminding the audience of the richness and resilience of Africa's cultural heritage. The event also featured energetic performances, cultural displays, and strong audience interaction, transforming the Franco Alliance Hall into a vibrant center of African artistic expression. Speaking at the concert, AFANYU said the Homeland tour is designed to reconnect Africans at home and in the diaspora with authentic African sounds while adapting them to modern musical trends. AFANYU used the stage to celebrate African identity, language, and heritage, calling on young people to embrace and preserve their cultural roots through music.
Hello, this is AFANYU, HOMELAND Music. So I'm very happy today for the program. We are launching the tour, national tour of HOMELAND Music, and I'm happy for the turnout. What inspires me is just nature. Yeah, anything can inspire you. Like when you like sound, you can be inspired by just anything. So I'm out to portray our culture and represent it the African way. So that's why we came this year with storytelling, rhythms, and trying to bring back those African memories. Then I'm so specialized in the epic sound, trying to develop epic sound to the limelight, like post them on scale that you can be listened to by everybody. So we are here now to portray that Africa that we know. We are here to shape back that behavior that we've lost and that culture, that tradition of Africa that people value so much. So what I'm going to be doing all this while is transforming epic music and putting them on the limelight so that we can listen to everything.
One of the audience expresses satisfaction and appreciation for the initiative, acknowledging AFANYU as an original artist and an inspiration for the generation as he upholds the culture.
This AFANYU is a wonderful artist of the Northwest region. He has maintained the roots of our culture. Most of our artists have been in Yaoundé playing music that has been assimilated. He has kept the rhythm, the cultural genre rhythm. This guy is different. Very soon those artists will not have a foundation, but he keeps that foundation. That's why I respect this artist. AFANYU is a different kind of an artist. This is an original artist, a natural artist. I respect you, bro.
Organizers say the tour will continue in other cities with the aim of nurturing cultural pride, supporting local creatives, and keeping African music relevant on the global stage.
And still in the Northwest region, a devastating fire incident has left a family homeless after a residential building was completely destroyed in NTAMULUNG neighborhood, leaving residents homeless in shock, but fortunately causing no life. Sonka William has details in this report.
According to the house owner, The fire broke out while he was working on his farm outside the area. On returning home, he noticed flames coming from the house. He immediately attempted to put out the fire, but his efforts were unsuccessful due to insignificant water supply. Before neighbors could mobilize effectively to control the situation, the fire had already spread rapidly, consuming the entire building and destroying all household property. The flames also extended to a neighboring house, causing significant damage.
You can stand house observe say start for bed on a house.
I said me I stand now for door for years old.
Observe say fire there.
Fire there on top bed is start now from on top my bed.
Despite the magnitude of the incident, no lives were lost and no injuries were reported. A development residents described as fortunate given the speed at which the fire spread. The Quarter Council has begun follow-up investigations to establish the cause of the fire and evaluate the losses suffered by the affected families while awaiting the intervention of the forces of law and order. Meanwhile, residents are calling for improved fire prevention measures and access to emergency response services in the area.
And let's take you over to the far north region, where at least 5 people have been confirmed dead and several others injured during a serious road accident on the Yagwa-Zebe Highway in Cameroon's far north region. The crash occurred on Sunday, February 1st, 2026 at about 4 p.m. near the Catholic Church in Zebe. According to eyewitnesses, 2 vehicles, including one traveling from Chad, collided with violently, causing heavy-duty casualties. All the victims were reportedly Chadian nationality. Emergency respondents and local residents rushed the injured to the Yagwa Regional Annex, where they are currently receiving medical treatment. The bodies of the deceased were also transported to the same facility. The exact cause of the accident is yet to be officially established, but residents blame excessive speed and poor road safety measures along the busy corridor, which serve as a major link between Cameroon and Chad. Local leaders have also urged motorists to respect speed limits and drive responsibly, especially on high-risk sections of the road. And over to human interest story in Cameroon. Acting under high instructions of the President of the Republic, His Excellency Minister Paul Biya, the Minister of Mines, Industry and Technological Development, Professor Fu Callistus Gentry, have been on working visit to the Republic of Equatorial Guinea since February 1st, 2026. The main objective of this mission is the signing of cooperation agreement relating to joint utilization of the Yoyo-Yolanda gas field of transboundary gas deposits shared between Yoyo, Republic of Cameroon, and Yolanda, Republic of Equatorial Guinea. This agreement marks a strategic step towards strengthening bilateral cooperation in the energy sector. The first day of activities was marked by a visit to the Punta Europa Natural Gas Complex, one of the Central African Republic leading industrial hubs. The facilities host a hydrocarbons terminal and a liquid-fueled natural gas plant. Exporting gas from the Alba and Allen fields, the complex also processes gas for export in the form of LNG condensate, that's liquefied petroleum gas, and methanol. Upon arrival, the minister, accompanied by the Director of Mines of Cameroon, was warmly received by the Secretary General of the Minister of Mines and Hydrocarbons of Equatorial Guinea, the Ambassador of Cameroon to Equatorial Guinea, alongside several senior officials. And let's take you over to Burkina Faso, where the Burkina Faso President, Captain Ibrahim Traoré, has handed over 2,000 motorcycles to the National Police as part of efforts to strengthen security operations across the country. Lisa Ekunde has details in this report.
Major boost to national security effects. President Captain Ibrahim Traore on Monday, February 2nd, 2026, officially handed over 2,000 motorcycles to the Burkina Faso National Police. The handover ceremony, which took place in the capital, forms part of the government's ongoing strategy to strengthen the operational capacity of security forces and improve their ability to respond swiftly to security threats across the country. The motorcycles, branded Yento, a local term meaning security, are specifically designed to enhance police mobility. They are expected to play a critical role in improving patrol coverage, especially in rural communities, border zones, and hard-to-reach areas where conventional patrol vehicles are often limited by poor road conditions. Speaking during the ceremony, the Minister of Security, Divisional Commissioner of Police, Mohamedou Sana, described the initiative as a strategic step towards reinforcing national security. The minister added that the motorcycles will be distributed nationwide, ensuring that police units across all regions benefit from the reinforcement. The initiative aligns with the government's broader objective of restoring state authority, consolidating public safety, and building a strong, coordinated national security network, which, assuming office, President Traore has repeatedly emphasized the importance of equipping security forces with modern and adaptable tools capable of responding to evolving security challenges.
And still in Burkina Faso, almost everywhere in Burkina Faso, machines are doing the work. Today, Burkina Faso's Minister of Construction of the Homeland handed over construction equipment worth more than 2 billion CFA funds to the National Laboratory of Building and Public Works. The handover ceremony was held in the capital, Ouagadougou, by the Minister of Construction of the Homeland, Mikailu Sidibe. The technical equipment are intended to carry out construction projects without having to rely on foreign contractors who would otherwise bring their own machinery. Before this event, President Ibrahim Traore had earlier in the morning provided 2,000 motorbikes to the National Police to strengthen the country's security network. And moving over to sport, the PWD Bamenda delivered a commanding performance in the MTN Elite tournament, cruising to a convincing 4-0 victory over Stade Renard in an entertaining encounter that underlined their attack strength and tournament ambitions. Sonka William took interest in the story and has this for the reports.
PWD Social Football Club of Bamenda bounced back to winning ways in the MTN Elite 1 Championship, thrashing Stade Renard of Melong 4-1 at the Bamenda Proximity Stadium. The match, played on match day 2, attracted a large crowd, including Governor of the Northwest Region, Adolphe Lele Afrique, who cheered the home team on from the stands. The Abakwa boys, buoyed by passionate fans, dominated proceedings from the outset, showcasing attacking intent and pace that proved too much for Stade Renard. The visitors struggled to contain PWD's organization and speed. Conceding 4 well-taken goals, Stade Renard managed to score a consolation goal in the second half, but it was too little, too late. The victory earns PWD Bamenda their first 3 points of the season, injecting confidence ahead of upcoming fixtures in the MTN Elite Football Championship. PWD Bamenda's next match is against Gazelle FC de Garoua on February 5th, 2026 at 2:30 p.m. in the MTN Elite 1 Championship.
Yes, we understand and it's going to be a tough match, given that we have been a lot physically today. the players will need time to, recover very well and have enough energy reserve so that they can come on the game with the same energy, with the same motivation that we had today in this game. It's going to be a very tough game, and immediately after this, we're going to go back to our locker room and try to see where things didn't go right, and then to see how we're going to make the game against the
I think the match was a very good game, but the problem that happened was about the referees. I think I'm not always want to speak about the referees, but I think that they need to do their job. So they think that they merit the victory, they can win the match. But if the referees before the match had the team, that's not good. That's not good football. Thank you.
And it's on this note, ladies and gentlemen, that we have come to the end of another exciting edition of the Primetime Newscast on Abakwa Television. The news was produced by Akonu Brandon, supervised by the station's director King Wills, and coordinated by the entire news desk of Abakwa Television. And at the anchor, I have been Gashi Sharon. Do stay in the company of more interesting programs coming up on Abakwa Television. Thanks for watching and good night.